In the weeks following Daniel's presentation, whispers spread throughout Unity Station. Delegates from various species began to notice subtle shifts in the balance of power. Human diplomats were forging alliances at an alarming rate, their charm and wit proving irresistible. Human engineers were already reverse engineering alien technologies, improving upon them in ways that baffled their creators. And then there were the incidents. An experiment gone awry in the Zentari biolabs had unleashed a virulent pathogen. While the Zentari scientists panicked, human medics contained the outbreak within hours, developing a cure within days. A catastrophic energy surge in the station's power core had nearly caused a meltdown, but human technicians had stabilized the system using methods no one else had considered. It was becoming clear that humanity's adaptability was not confined to theoretical discussions. It was a force that reshaped reality itself. Human ingenuity extended to other areas as well. They began integrating alien philosophies into their strategies, blending different cultural approaches to problem solving. Their openness to new ideas was unsettling to many. How could a species so young, so unrefined, navigate the complexities of galactic politics with such ease? They are learning too quickly, one delegate had muttered during a private meeting. But it was not just learning, it was evolution in real time. The human's ability to internalize and surpass what they encountered was accelerating at an exponential rate. The Galactic Council had underestimated the scope of humanity's abilities. By granting them access to the convergence, they had opened Pandora's box. What the Council had intended as a test had turned into a revelation. Humanity's history was rife with examples of chaos and struggle. Wars that reshaped nations, disasters that redefined societies, and challenges that forged unbreakable resilience. These traits, once seen as primitive and chaotic, were now being recognized as the foundation of their unparalleled potential. In one startling event, the station's central AI, a hyper-advanced intelligence designed to manage Unity Station's operations, experienced a critical malfunction. The failure left the station in disarray. Environmental controls spiraled out of balance, communication systems failed, and essential supplies were cut off. Panic ensued. While other species scrambled to preserve order, the humans acted decisively. They bypassed the AI's damaged systems, manually restoring critical operations using improvised solutions. Their quick thinking and ability to adapt under pressure saved thousands of lives. More importantly, their actions demonstrated their capacity to not only survive chaos but master it. The incident left an indelible mark on the Council. The humans' performance was not just impressive, it was transformative. Their ability to turn disasters into opportunities, to thrive in the face of overwhelming odds, was unlike anything the galaxy had ever seen. This adaptability extended beyond crisis management. Human culture began to permeate Unity Station. Their stories, music, and philosophies spread like wildfire, captivating alien minds and fostering a sense of camaraderie among species that had previously viewed each other with suspicion. The human's chaotic nature, once feared, was now becoming a source of inspiration. Drak convened a private meeting of the High Council. The other members, ancient beings who had seen empires rise and fall, were deeply unsettled. "They are dangerous," hissed Vekthal, a crystalline entity whose voice was like the chiming of bells. "Their unpredictability threatens the stability of the convergence." "And yet," countered Lorakal, a being of pure energy, "they have brought solutions to problems we could not solve. Their ingenuity is unparalleled." "That is precisely why they must be controlled," Drak said, his voice heavy with conviction. "If left unchecked, their chaotic nature will consume us all." Unbeknownst to the Council, humanity had anticipated this reaction. Daniel Cade stood on the observation deck of Unity Station, gazing out at the stars. Beside him stood Captain Elena Hayes, a decorated officer in humanity's fledgling space fleet. "They're afraid of us," Elena said, her voice tinged with amusement. "As they should be," Daniel replied, "but fear is a tool we can use." Elena raised an eyebrow. "And if they try to neutralize us?" Daniel's smile returned, this time cold and calculating. "Then we show them what happens when you push humanity too far. Our power isn't just in adapting to chaos, Captain. It's in becoming it." At that moment, a fleet of human ships emerged from hyperspace, their sleek designs a testament to reverse-engineered alien technology. They took position around Unity Station, not in a gesture of aggression, but as a statement of intent. The dawn of the galactic convergence was a moment of unprecedented hope. Over 500 alien species had gathered in the vast orbiting structure known as Unity Station, a place where stars twinkled in unison with the hum of progress. It was here that humanity was first introduced to the galactic community, a fledgling race on the edges of the Orion Arm, invited to the Council by sheer curiosity rather than merit. Humanity was, at the time, unremarkable, or so everyone thought. Drax Zor of the Zirath Dominion, a towering reptilian creature with scales that shimmered like molten gold, sat at the head of the delegation table. His claws tapped rhythmically against the polished onyx surface as he stared at the human representative. The human, a wiry man in a standard-issue blue suit, seemed unbothered by the hundreds of eyes fixed on him. "Humanity," Draxor began, his voice a deep rumble that resonated through the chamber. "You have been granted an audience in this most hallowed of halls. You may present what unique trait or capability justifies your inclusion in this august body." The human, whose name was Daniel Cade, stood and adjusted his tie. He glanced at the myriad faces around him, gelatinous blobs with countless waving tendrils, beings of pure light that shimmered and pulsed, towering quadrupeds covered in fur. Each species had contributed something remarkable to the convergence: technological marvels, biological enhancements, mastery over time or energy. "Thank you, Draxor," Daniel said with a polite nod. His voice was calm, measured. "Humanity's greatest strength is not our technology nor our biology. It is something far more subtle but infinitely more potent: our ability to adapt." A murmur rippled through the chamber. Adaptation? The concept was hardly novel. Most species present had evolved through countless epochs to thrive in their respective environments. "Elaborate," Draxor said, narrowing his slitted eyes. Daniel gestured toward the holographic projector in the center of the room. A series of images appeared: humans exploring deserts, jungles, frozen tundras, and the depths of the ocean. Then came images of humans in space, constructing habitats, terraforming planets, and developing technologies at a breakneck pace. "Adaptation," Daniel continued, "is not merely a physical or technological phenomenon for us. It is a mindset. When faced with the unknown, humans innovate. When confronted with adversity, we endure. We learn not just to survive, but to thrive, regardless of the circumstances." The images shifted again, this time showing human soldiers on battlefields, scientists in laboratories, explorers on distant worlds. It was a montage of resilience, ingenuity, and relentless determination. "But that is not all," Daniel said, his tone darkening slightly. "Our true power lies in something even more unsettling: our ability to embrace chaos." The room grew silent. Chaos was a concept feared by many advanced civilizations. Order was the foundation of the galactic convergence. It was what had allowed so many disparate species to coexist. "When systems break down," Daniel said, "when all logic fails, humans do not falter. We excel. In the face of uncertainty, we find opportunity. Where others see insurmountable odds, we see challenges to overcome. This adaptability, coupled with our capacity to turn chaos into a crucible for growth, is what makes us unique." Draxor leaned back, his claws retracting slightly. "A compelling argument," he admitted, "but adaptation alone does not make a species extraordinary. What evidence can you provide of this power?" Daniel smiled, but there was no warmth in it. "You've already seen it." The galactic convergence had been monitoring humanity for decades before the invitation. They had seen the wars, the environmental disasters, the pandemics. Each time they'd expected humanity to collapse under the weight of its own hubris. And yet, humanity had persisted, evolving not just physically, but socially and culturally. When the Galactic Council secretly initiated a series of trials, natural disasters, economic sabotage, and even simulated alien invasions, humanity's response had been nothing short of extraordinary. Instead of descending into chaos, they had rallied, innovated, and emerged stronger. But the council's meddling had also awakened something far more dangerous.